Let's do it.
Are we having fun yet?
Okay, so we're doing something a little different today. I actually wanted to look at your guys' takes on the San Antonio Spurs. I read through quite a few of these, and I have to say we're pretty similar in the way that we're thinking about this team. But before we do so, also I want to go ahead and say if you want to support the channel, only $2 a month. Patreon, YouTube members, all that good stuff. Link in the description for that. So let's go ahead and get into it. So let's see what you guys had to say about the San Antonio Spurs. We're going to start with Big Willie. Let me go ahead and give you a like. I think I liked everybody's stuff. I read quite a few of them. Overall, they are a very inconsistent team, as are most young teams, but I feel the future of the team is bright. I like that. That make me happy. I like that. All right, these W's and L's are a result of finally letting the young guys get their minutes. Consistency can become a little better next year as they get used to each other. We've seen some really surprising wins with Boston, Golden State, and Utah with the training wheels off, and I have no doubt we can at least make the playoffs next year. I've never been on board with tanking because Pop needs the record before he retires. Trust me. You can tank and Pop still get the record. Like, he doesn't need that many wins to get the record. So you can still tank and get the record. I hope Becky will take over, but we don't even know if she wants the job here in San Antonio. I think at this point she will want any job. I mean, honestly, I don't see why she wouldn't. Be real. We for sure know she's at least ready somewhere else. So I don't know. Look, she came back to San Antonio. It's not like there's been known that she has a lot of beef with us. She's here, she's doing her thing. But I will say this, you know, based on your point, there were a lot of reports that apparently someone in the Spurs organization said that she's not ready to coach, and that's what they told the Trailblazers, right? But I don't buy any of that. We sort of reset the team, but there'll probably be more growing pains when we reset the head coach as well. Yeah, I've been saying that as well. This is something I completely agree with. All right, Honcho, we're going to take some L's, and that's okay. I see us having a bright future with these young guys. I give us 3 or 4 years, and we'll be running the whole league. I agree. I think Josh Primo will be there. A lot of mixed emotions. Uh-oh. This is more than likely Pop's last year. Actually, I think next year will be Pop's last year. So I'm really just trying to appreciate it, but at the same time, I don't enjoy being a middle of the pack team like we've been these past years. I don't even think we're middle of the pack this year. I think we're bottom of the barrel. We never make any trades, so I don't really buy into the whole Sabonis Ben thing. Yeah, you kind of can't. Honestly, we don't even have a lot of leverage to make those trades, and we're not bad enough to get a high pick. Yeah, I agree. Kind of just banking on our young guys to get better. I like that one. There we go. Wait, did I give Honcho one? I didn't give Honcho one. There we go. All right, let's keep going. I see potential in the Spurs team. They're young and talented. We may not be the greatest team in the NBA right now. We still need to learn, and with time, they will get better. And by next year, they may go into the playoffs. I think they will go to the playoffs next year. Now the thing is, next year, if we get into the playoffs, would it have been worth it? Like, do we need another year of tank in order to get more pieces? I don't know. It's kind of tough to tell. In today's NBA, you need at least about 3 players. I mean, well, it kind of always been kind of like that. But you need about 3 players to be successful or create a new dynasty. And that's not something we have right now, I don't think. All right, let's keep going. They need to see who they're going to keep and who they can't part with. I honestly see Drew gone. I do too. Bryn gone. Depends on Bryn. Diop gone. Yeah, probably. I think Walker leaves or gets traded. I don't agree with this. I think that they're going to re-sign Walker. I'm starting to believe that they will now. Maybe even White. No. White will be here. Unless it's a trade. Maybe. But I don't think so. I think White will probably be here at this point. Whatever they do, they need to play everyone consistent quality minutes. If they do that starting right now, the worst thing that could happen is they actually find a rotation that works well consistently. I think when Zach finally plays the center, power forward problem will be gone. I don't think so. I mean, I think Zach really adds to what we do well, but I don't think it'll necessarily like just fix the problem. Actually, did I read that wrong? If they do the starting right now, the worst thing that could happen is actually find a rotation. No, I don't really agree with that. I don't think it make us. I think Zach Collins makes us better, only that he proves what we already do well. He'll be able to help Jakob. But yeah, okay, I like that one though. All right, they need to stop playing around and tank. Okay. I like everything. The play hard 90% of the time. Yeah, I would say that. I think that's pretty accurate, actually, 90% of the time. Usually they are competing hard. A few players have struggled this season, but still have tons of reachable potential. The only thing I dislike is Trey Jones. I don't think he's ready to play NBA, especially if he's scared to shoot threes. I'd rather see Primo get those minutes. Trey Jones is like the definition of a traditional point guard. I'm not crazy about. I never. That's why I don't make a lot of videos on him. I'm not crazy about Trey Jones, but I will say that as far as him being NBA ready, he's pretty NBA ready. He just screams backup point guard. You know, that's just what I get from him. But he's fundamentally sound. He makes the right reads. Good defender. That's why he gets minutes. All right. These are. Oh wait, let me like that. There you go. These are. And I already like this one. Okay. These are young guys finally taking off their training wheels. It's going to be up and down season because it's the first time they have the floor without any vets. So the guys are learning who is the facilitator, closer, shooter, creator, etc., etc. This is a year of evaluation of who's going to be on the team going forward. There's a lot that has to be shown, I guess, to be consistent going night in, night out from these players. Yeah. I think that's a pretty typical take. I don't take anything from that. I pretty much agree there. You're still trying to figure it out. We're definitely going to be a wait and see type of team. It's tryouts this year. All right, here come Impeccable. Oh God. Woo! Okay, I'm just kidding. We're in the middle of the road. No true star to build around, but a ton of great foundational pieces. As a consequence, we don't suck. That being said, we're not particularly good, nor do we have the true pieces to really become good or at least consistently average. Unfortunately, that leaves three alternatives. Tank, LOL, no. Trade pieces away for a player you can build around who's either in the upcoming draft classes or a disgruntled player elsewhere, or hope by some chance a star in free agency wants to go to San Antonio and make a name for themselves. The most likely of the three is the second option, in my opinion. It isn't a matter of if either. It's a matter of who, when, and what for, or for what. Sorry. Still very excited to see how some things shake out with project players like Primo and maybe KJ, but you can't put all your eggs in one basket or you'll end up like the Sacramento Kings. Look, bro, we are nowhere near the Sacramento Kings. Okay. They miss on so many players, going nowhere, even with top 5 picks. Look, we're not going to be the Sacramento Kings. I mean, we will get out our picks alone. We will be able to get out of whatever the Sacramento Kings got going on. Like, I wouldn't even worry about that. Ultimately, the front office is going to have to choose a direction. And no matter their choice, a few players are going to get caught in the crossfire in order to become a better team. Bro, you wrote out an article. This is a thesis. This is a thesis. But good stuff, man. I agree with you for the most part. We're good, but not good at the same time. I don't know why we can't have Keldon, Lonnie, DJ, and White all consistent on the same night. Actually, this has happened quite a bit, Vince. I don't know how many games, because honestly, I understand. Like, if you just stopped watching, I get it. But there's been quite a few games where I would say, oh, wait, you said Keldon as well. Okay, I got you. Yeah, for the most part, I've seen Lonnie, DJ, and White all be consistent on the same night. But yeah, all 4. I don't know. I mean, think about any team, though. Like, what's the likelihood that 4 players on your team, like 4 total players, almost your entire starters, are consistent every night? Like, usually one of those players are going to be off. Like, even if we're thinking about the Golden State Warriors, I mean, you had Draymond Green, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant. And every now and then, you know, you had Draymond Green not playing well. So, I don't know. Saying that 4 of them have to be consistent all the time or on the same night, it's doable, but I don't know. I don't know about that one. I like it anyway. All right. In desperate need of next level talent, but I'm worried we are going to get stuck in the middle, not good enough to compete for a championship, but not good enough to get a top tier talent in the draft. Yeah, that's something that I fear as well. All right, let's see what this one says. Plain and simple. This is Zombie. Last one was Todd Parker, by the way. We're just a lottery team. Too much inconsistency. The only consistency we do have is teeter-tottering with a win here and then a loss the next game, and on and on and on. And so it goes. If nothing else, they're still building chemistry and gaining learning experiences, still going through growing pains together. We're not going to attract a superstar big name in free agency, so just embrace the tank. We still need some pieces. Hopefully you get those pieces in the draft, but we'll have to develop them. That's just how it goes. That's just the way it is. All right, Thad Young update. What would the Spurs do to him? I think you were asking me a question. Why do I like this one? I'm gonna unlike it. I like it. Here you go. All right. They suck, and until we get an actual star player to build around, they will continue to suck. I still love them though. I still love them too. All right. We are that kid that always get into fights on manga. I love my subs, bro. We're so nerdy. All right, we are the kids that always get into fights on mangas, but is average and got his butt handed to him so many times it's not even funny. Well, that kid usually evolves into an elite fighter, but we need to suck a little bit more before we hit our stride. Yes, indeed, we are a manga. Trash for years to come unless Primo is unleashed. I don't agree with that one, but that's Texas. Texas be disagreeing with me sometimes. DeJounte and the Teletubbies. Okay, that's a comment for you. It is indeed a comment. All right, guys. So I went through this. You know, I love that you guys are so interactive. That you're willing to at least engage with some of the things that I post. Keep doing that, man, because I want the community to grow, man. I want more people than just Spurs fans in here as well. And we're starting to get a few people that aren't even Spurs fans that's talking. So look, we'll keep discussing things. We'll still keep figuring out what we need to do in order to be successful. But like I said before, if you guys want to support the channel, only $2 per month. If you want to become a Patreon member or a YouTube member, if you want to be a YouTube member, oops, sorry about that. Hold on. This is a very laid back stream. I really apologize. If you want to become a YouTube member, all you have to do is go to my page and then go to the join icon right here, and it can walk you through it. But yeah, so anyways, thank you guys so much for the support. I'll get with you later. Until next time, deuces.